the temp gauge and it's starting to peg out. I'm like, oh great, the combine's gonna burn down. Not even 5 minutes into harvest. So stop the combine, get out, go back in the engine bay, and found out there was a belt. The belt that goes from the crankshaft to the rotary screen, whatever you call it, that belt was missing. So went to John Deere real quick, got a $16 belt. Literally just put it over the pulleys. There's no tightening mechanism on it or whatever. So threw it on, boom, back in business. The plan for this field, first of all, 50 acres, but we put a pivot in earlier this spring, and so now there's about 36 acres that is under pivot. What we're gonna do, we're kind of in a time crunch this year and things are a little bit later than normal. We're gonna cut or harvest everything under the pivot first. And then once I have everything under the pivot harvested, we're gonna start the water, run it on here and pre-irrigate the 36 acres here. And then we'll come back, work it under and double crop this field with buckwheat. The latest we've planted buckwheat has been July 20th and we've gotten away with it before seed. But we really don't want to do that this year. You know, that's kind of really pushing the season. So it is, I don't even know what today is. It's July 7th. So if we can get it in the next week, I'll be happy. This is a little bigger than our grain truck. 3 semi-loads can fit in this one train car. What we're doing with this is the barley, that 50 acres of the winter malt barley. We gotta load it into here, and we've never done that before, so this will be a new experience for us. Good thing I looked at these gates. This one is open, so gotta shut that one before we fill that compartment because that could be messy. Dude, this thing is huge. I have never been up close to a rail car before. Look at the size of the wheels or whatever. That's crazy. Long way down there. So what we got to do is bring over, and I think it will fit. We have a 30-foot PTO driven auger. Hopefully we can use that to load this. If that auger is not tall enough, we are going to have to figure something else out. You know what, maybe we should lower the auger so we don't take out power lines. Could be a good idea. Let's looking okay so far. Let's unhook it, crank it back up, see if it fits.
No, he's great. I think he's doing a great job.
Wow, that is a big compartment. That's one semi-load in this first compartment. And there is 2 more on this thing.
This is fun. This is like a little farm tour.
Yeah.
I should be paying you for doing this.
Yeah, right. So we're gonna cut what's under the pivot first so that we can get the water started and then put buckwheat in here right away.
Where's your drone? Flying a bucket?
I got it charging right now. Got a dead battery.
You'll do this one, and then you'll skip one or 2, come down that one.
Yeah, I did. Oh yeah, no, I'll come down that one. It just feeds easier if you go against.
The way you
if you go the way you cut it,
picks it up.
yeah, it picks it up
Oh, I see.
because it's kind of going.
So that one there, you got to come this way on.
Yeah,
That's all laying that way.
yeah, it'll pick it up kind of, but it'll ball up a lot more.
Man, this is so nice.
Yeah, the headliner was coming off. It was like drooping down, so I just ripped it off.
Oh, it's got AC.
Yeah, your hat's on the vents.
Oh, sure.
If you, there you go. That looks like a problem about to happen. So when I got that belt and put it on there was no, from what I could see, any way to tighten it. And for some reason, it's not turning this screen, so it's all plugged up. It only does that every now and then. Like, sometimes it does work, and then other times like this, it's not. I don't know if you can see, but down in there is where that belt is. It goes from the crankshaft to that pulley, which drives this bigger belt, which turns this.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
And it did seem pretty loose on there. I don't know if it was if they gave me the wrong belt or what, but it just doesn't seem right. Sun is just about down. I'm gonna fill this bulker one more time. It's almost there. Put it into the grain truck, and then I think what we can do, shut off those 3 lines. There's 3 lines out there watering up the sorghum Sudan grass, and then go down here, start this pivot right here, and we'll get it sweeping and moving across. We'll move it at a pretty slow speed. Get this thing fired up and going, because I don't know the time on it, how long it would take to actually get across this whole thing. And we don't want to do that because obviously we're still cutting right here, but it can sweep this area. And so I don't know, I'll probably set it on like 5% and hope that's slow enough and that it hadn't And by the time I wake up tomorrow morning, it should not be in these windrows. That would be a terrible, terrible thing. All right, we'll get this thing fired up. Looks like our temp has gone back down. That makes sense. That'll do it for tonight, combining at least. Now we gotta go do some work with the water, like I said. All right, let's go park this thing over here, out of the field, just in case, you know, there's a fire in the night and burns up the field. At least the equipment is out of the field. I guess everybody's working late today, tonight, whatever. All right. Have a good night. See you in the morning. Oh yeah, bud. Alright, this thing is actually pretty heavy. It has like 80,000 pounds in the back of this. Wow. Just drove off the cliff. Well, I'll see you guys in the morning, bright and early. Got a lot to do. Got a lot done today though, so that is good.
Amazing technology. Imagine when they were doing this with all horse and ox and
Yeah, I would not be a farmer back in the day.
imagine you're out there running a 30 head. How many heads do they usually have? Just like
I have no idea.
you